Let's do a quick reminder on multiplying fractions. So the quick thing when we multiply fractions is we just multiply across, and then we get an answer, and then we can simplify. But it's really helpful to be able to simplify before we multiply. So I want to show us that we can do this. When we multiply fractions, we get this. And this is helpful because it allows me to change the order of what I'm multiplying, and I can look at things. But this becomes this one fraction. Um, and to explain the simplifying, I'm actually going to write these as the multiplication of primes. So 3 is by itself. There's nothing that can be simplified. 4, I could rewrite as 2 times 2. So I'm going to do that here. Okay, actually, maybe, hold on. Okay, so I went back and I did some color coding so we could just see. So I took the 4, made it orange, so that we can see that this 2 times 2 is really the same as the 4. Okay, and then I'm going to rewrite that 8 as 2 times 2 times 2, right? 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. So I just took this 8 and I rewrote it as 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, and then I'm going to rewrite this 15, put this in here first, as the prime numbers that multiply to make that, which is 3 times 5. Okay. Now, what I'm looking for are any ones that I can find. And by that, I mean fractions that are different representations of 1. So 2 over 2, 3 over 3, 4 over 4, right? That is a form of 1. So here, it was going to be helpful to me to rearrange the order in which I have these written. So I'm going to write 2 times 2 times 3 over, and then I'm going to leave those ones the way they are, because that's fine. Okay. And then when I do that, we can see that I have a few different fractions, that are ones, right? So here is 1, 2 over 2 is 1. Here's another one. That's 1. Here's another one. So that's 1. So I can cross these out, and it's the same as 1 over 1. Cross these out, same as 1 over 1. Cross these out, it's the same as 1 over 1. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Times 1 is 2. Times 1 is 2. Times 5 is 10. Okay. So if I didn't want to go through all of this and write this all out, that's okay too. I can come back up here and I can say, well, I know that 4 goes into 8, right? 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 8 divided by 4 is 2. So I can change those there. And I can say, well, 3 is a factor of 15, or 3 goes into both 3 and 15. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And I get the same thing, right? 1 times 1 equals 1. 2 times 5 is 10. And I end up here. Okay, and that is how I can multiply these and simplify first. I also could have done it here, where I would have gone 12. Oh, goodness, I don't know what that is. 80 plus 40 or 120. I should have been able to figure that out. And then I can simplify this to be 1 over 10 as well. Okay. But this simplifying in between is helpful, especially when we're doing a lot of things. And as we get further into algebra, that's a useful thing. And this is really why it's working. And this is sort of the quicker way to do it.